What people don't understand is you have to have mixed genre shows. You have to. Like, I understand wanting every now and again to do an all acoustic show, an all goth show, that kind of thing. It's good to have a goth night. It's good to have, punk night, metal night, that kind of thing. But the way that you make things interesting for your showgoers, and also just for you in general, like you should be going to mixed genre bills. That is the only way you expand your mind and see different things. I remember when I first started going to house shows. There would be like a metal band, a punk band, an avant-garde like keyboard based boop bop band. One time I literally went to a show with a band that was called Yoga with Brenna, and it wasn't even actually a band. It was just this girl Brenna doing yoga, like leading yoga, the basement in yoga. We were doing punk yoga. It was awesome. And what needs to happen is like you need to learn how to have fun. I'm so serious. Like you can't, like people take booking too seriously, and I like it has to be this way. We can only do metal shows or else we're not real punks. Like no, like you can be fun. I want to do like so many like crazy fun things with my booking. I want to do like a cringe night. I want to do like a scene core night. I want to do more like clown nights, like rave nights. Of course, I'm gonna do goth night. But also in the meantime, I want to have like crazy bills with like different genres, so people can like get a taste of what they don't usually listen to. That's like how I got into most bands, is that I randomly saw them at a house show, because I was there for something else, and they most of the time they weren't even in the same genre. Because honestly, like if I see a bunch of bands in a row of the same genre, they kind of bleed into each other. Like I'm really not going to remember who was who. Like I've been to many a screamo show, red belt show, orange belt show, where I'm like all these bands are good, but like I don't know which one I like the best because they all sound the same. And that's like nothing to knock them about, but it's just like you can't. I don't know. Like you can do it all the same genre show, but I think it's to the benefit of your patrons and your bands and to you if you mix it up. Because as a patron, as a showgoer, I just don't like. I'm sorry if we're watching three metalcore bands in a row, unless one of them is supremely epic or supremely fucking awful. I'm probably not going to remember which one's which, especially if this is a 4 or 5 band show. Like, I'm not going to be able to go home at the end of the night and look them up on SoundCloud or Bandcamp or whatever, because I don't know. Like, I already, like, see myself, like, asking for bands' names a million times. Which, by the way, bands, you really need to start saying your name more, like, at least 3 times a set. Because I have to ask the bookers, like, who to tag. And that's just a whole hassle in itself. So yeah, I don't know. TLDR, I think mixed genre shows are good for the economy. I think people need to expand their minds more. I think it's good for the bands because it makes you stand out more. It's good for the patrons because you see something that you probably wouldn't normally see. And it's good for the bookers because you make interesting shows that aren't generic and boring. And people have fun. That's my 2 cents.